You won't believe what happened next. This guy is chatting about his kid when suddenly he feels like he's choking, then he starts gasping for air, and boom, he collapses in less than a minute. Then, cleaning up the rich kid, they found Flyer hidden, suspecting an overdose. As everyone focused on him, the servant, unaided by pills, couldn't sleep. Sensing something was wrong, he panicked. In the dead of night, he faintly heard knocking. Next day, the doctor was woken by the butler and led to the servant's room, where he found him dead no warning. He looked peaceful, like Sleeping Beauty. The doctor was about to freshen up when Willa interrupted, noticing only 8 figurines left on the dinner table, matching survivors. But the doctor ignored it and left. But just as he walked out, Willa spotted a figure in the mirror. It was the mother of her student. It was like a scene straight out of a movie. The sheriff and Bud examined the body, finding the rich kid died not of fly, but of serious poison. Suddenly, the whole island was shrouded in darkness, as if someone was pulling the strings on this twisted stage. The next morning at breakfast, Willa found the little figurines on the table a bit odd. The oil barrel read, 9 ice, 1 asleep, now late from 10. Nobody knew how the numbers changed, despite asking everyone. 2 had died, and no one saw the killer's shadow. Willa began to suspect that maybe the doctor was up to something. After all, she had handed out sleeping pills to the maid last night. Willa suspected her pills, but found nothing wrong after searching the doctor's bag. Realizing her mistake, she was eager to apologize. But insulted, the doctor ignored her apology and immediately searched Willa's luggage. With such a fantastic plot, you need a girlfriend to share it. Find true friendship hand in hand, where high-quality matches and rigorous verification reign. Say goodbye to fake profiles, you're in control. Choose someone you like from those who admire you. For finding a partner, just choose hand in hand. Still feeling that someone tampered with the little figures, Willa was confronted by Bud, who asked her why she would want to harm her student. Willa insisted it was just an accident. During their conversation, the general suddenly recalled an absurd incident from his stealthy escapade. That day, searching for his lighter, he searched his subordinate's coat and found a love letter from his wife. The general was shocked. This proved the general had murdered his subordinate, while the doctor hid in her room, trembling violently. The trembling seemed to suggest something ominous was brewing, and meanwhile, the sheriff and Bud were out on the hunt. On the way, the sheriff suddenly confessed a shocking secret to Bud. Yes, she confessed that out of personal vendetta, she had beaten an inmate to death in jail, and then framed the other inmate, but Bud didn't care, having killed more than the sheriff. The general might be troubled by past events. He hadn't been seated long when he suddenly spotted a figure at the beach, and as it drew closer, the general was shocked to find it was his dead subordinate. He couldn't handle the mental load. The sheriff and Bud returned to the mansion, convinced the 11th mysterious figure the killer was on the island. They heard a rustle from the servant's room and thought it was a murderer about to strike. They prepared to crush in, only to find it was just the butler. Disappointed, Bud left as Willa chatted lightly with Emily. Emily seemed unfazed and casually admitted to killing one of her students. This student was once very talented, but accidentally got pregnant. Emily meant to punish her, but the student accidentally died in the pig pen, leading her to believe she was innocent. Seeing her distorted values, Willa lost interest and left. Meanwhile, Bud and others discussed potential suspects. Among 8, the killer might hide, as the rich kid died of avian toxin. The doctor suspected Willa, while the sheriff the general. After all, she was a seasoned boozer and could be capable of anything, and the judge had the motive too, given her notorious reputation for handing out death sentences. Everyone else could be the killer except for them, but they had no evidence. At that moment, Emily was knitting outside. Suddenly felt a chill, thought it'd rain, but saw seagulls zooming up. Curiosity led her to check. To her shock, she found the general floating dead. Another one bites the dust. In 2 days, 3 died. Panicked, Willa rushed to the dining table. Only 7 figurines left, and the barrel said, 8 little soldiers went on a trip. 1 wouldn't come back. Now only 7 are left. It all clicked for her. She realized she was being targeted and had no chance of escaping this island. She wanted to swim back, but the judge stopped her, reminding her poor swimming skills were dangerous. Now, no one knows if the killer is an invisible monster or a real person. They have no clues. Emily suggested electing someone to take charge. Someone who could take charge to help unite them and prevent any more murders. As soon as Bud heard the word delegate, a light bulb went off in his head. Upon receiving the Owens invitation, he recalled the contact saying they needed a leader, but why they picked him remained a mystery. All he knew was that the Owens expected him to command. After conducting a thorough summation of the events, they were all astonished to come to the realization that the invitations had arrived under 2 entirely different names, clearly indicating that the Owens family likely never existed at all. It was clearly a trap to kill them one by one. Now, the killer might be hiding among the rocks or survivors. As the judge spoke, distrust reignited among them. From seeking unity, they instantly became adversaries, retreating to their rooms. At that very moment, as everyone headed to their doors, the lights flickered ominously, as if signaling that trouble was about to. Sensing something was off, but didn't sleep, knowing he was the only one with a deadly weapon. He was forced to choose to spend a long night on the sofa. Meanwhile, Emily in the next room felt extremely helpless, having nowhere to go, and could only kneel beside her bed and silently pray for safety when, suddenly, she faintly perceived a voice beside her. The doctor sprang up, banging on everyone's doors. Another murder, the butler. She found him at morning coffee, confirming the next line on the barrel. 7 little soldiers, they do few chops with.